I'm Melinda Elmer with Century 21 Masters and the Elmer team. And I recently watched a viral video that argued that it's better for you financially if you never buy a home. And honestly, parts of it are true. Realtors get paid when you buy a home. Banks earn interest on mortgages. Cities collect property taxes. And builders need buyers. None of that is controversial. But I think the video asked the wrong question. The question isn't whether other people benefit when you buy a home. The question is whether you benefit too. Because if we're being fair, every financial decision benefits someone else. When you rent, your landlord benefits. Property management companies benefit. Investors benefit. The fact that someone else makes money doesn't automatically mean that it's a bad decision for you. What matters is whether it helps you build the life and financial future that you want. Now, one of the biggest points she made was that buying a home ties up your money. She said that you take the largest amount of cash that you'll ever have and lock it away in a house for decades. And yes, home equity is less liquid than a stock portfolio. That's true. But here's what I think gets missed in this argument. A home isn't just an investment. It's also where you live. We don't compare groceries to stocks. We don't compare health insurance to stocks. And ultimately, we shouldn't pretend that housing exists solely as an investment vehicle either. A home provides shelter, stability, predictability, and control over your living situation. Your stock portfolio can't stop your rent from increasing. Your stock portfolio can't guarantee your kids stay in the same school district. Your stock portfolio can't prevent a landlord from deciding to sell the property that you're living in. A home serves a purpose that goes beyond returns on a spreadsheet. And then there's the math. The video suggests that instead of buying, people should rent and invest the difference. And if someone is disciplined enough to consistently invest that difference over the decades, they can absolutely build significant wealth. I agree with that. The problem is that most people don't actually choose between buying a home and investing. Most people choose between buying a home and spending money on rent. Either way, they're paying for housing. The question becomes where that money is going. When you rent, you're helping build someone else's equity. When you own, a portion of every payment helps build your own. Not all of it. There are taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs, and plenty of costs that come with homeownership. But over time, homeowners end up with a paid-off asset worth hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions of dollars. That isn't because housing is magic. It's because they were effectively forced to save through their mortgage payments while the property appreciated over time. Now, does that mean everyone should buy a home? Absolutely not. If you're planning to move in a year or two, renting may be the better choice. If flexibility is your highest priority, renting may be the better choice. If buying would stretch you too thin financially, renting may be the better choice. There are plenty of situations where renting makes perfect sense. Here's where I disagree with the overall message of the TikTok video. The video frames homeownership as if it's primarily a system designed to benefit society while limiting individual freedom. I see it differently. Homeownership has helped millions of families build wealth, create stability, and gain more control over their financial future. Not because society demanded it, not because a realtor said they should, but because over long periods of time, owning a tangible asset while paying down debt has proven to be a powerful wealth-building strategy. Is it the only plan to wealth? Of course not. Is it always the best path? No. But for many people, it's still one of the most reliable. And at the end of the day, buying a home isn't about being smart or responsible because someone told you it is. And renting isn't inherently better because it's more flexible. The right answer depends on your goals, your finances, your lifestyle, and where you want your life to be 5, 10, or 20 years from now. My advice is simple. Don't buy a home because society says you should. Don't avoid buying a home because a viral video says you should. Understand your options, run the numbers, and think long term. Then choose a path that serves your life best. For a lot of people, that path is still homeownership. If you have any questions if homeownership is right for you, you can reach me at 562-316-2915 or melinda@theelmerteam.com. Thanks so much for watching, and please feel free to forward and share this with your friends.